Alright, hello everyone. We are here with the, you could say like the first stream after the Woodpecker method course. Cycle number 1 has been completed. I have finished all of the puzzles in the course. And before I start on cycle number 2, going right back through the course the second time, shortening the amount of time it took me to do the first go through of the course, which was 14 days. Before I jump into doing cycle number 2 of the course, I am going to be kind of testing myself. This stream is going to be all about playing Blitz, doing Puzzle Rush, Puzzle Battle, doing kind of rated puzzles on chess.com and stuff like that. For the most part, just trying to see the improvement, see what has potentially gotten better and changed since before I started going through the course in the first place. So some quick updates in that regard. In terms of statistics, I look at them right now really quick. It ends up that for, let's say, Puzzle Rush scores, first of all, my best Puzzle Rush score prior to doing this course, and I haven't actually done any Puzzle Rush, I would say purposefully. I haven't done any during the course, during the solving of the course on Cycle 1. But prior to starting the course, my best Puzzle Rush score was 48 points in the 3-minute category, and 52 points in the 5-minute category. I guess I can actually move over to the chess.com side of things here. Let me see if I can do that. And there. Let's actually move over to Puzzle Rush, for instance. And yeah, if I look at the scores, might not be easy to see with the, well, actually, yeah, there you can see it. So it says top score, when I have it kind of clicked on the 3-minute version, top score is 48. And then if I click on 5-minute, it's 52. And survival is 56. I haven't done a ton of survival, but mostly I've done a lot of 3-minute and 5-minute in the past. So 48 in 3 minutes, 52 in 5 minutes. We are going to work to raise those numbers today, and that is, again, primarily with the benefit, or with the experience, you could say, of having gone through this Woodpecker method course on cycle number 1. I've solved 1,128 puzzles, and now I'm going to see if that helps me to get better Puzzle Rush scores. So let's get right into it. I don't see any reason not to. So let's start and see how we do. Mostly I'm just going to be going through this pretty quickly, trying to get my highest score without a whole lot of explanation, I will say. We have this. Here. Oops, not that. see. Oh, right, okay. Okay, 40 on the first one. So a little bit of a warm-up. We will keep going with it, and again, just trying to get the best score possible. That. Trap the queen. Oops, played that a little too quick. Okay, let's keep trying. Okay. Oh, that's the wrong rook. Whoops. Okay, 40 again. Hey, Yuj. Sorry, I see your question. Give me 1 second. I'll try to answer questions in between. Oh, not the right one. Hey, how's it going, Ted? What is this one? I think it's this. Oh, I thought the bishop was blocking there. Whoops, that was too fast. Doesn't go there. Goes there first. So check here. Trap the queen. Stop the pawn. Queen h3. I think we can win the knight at the very least. Okay. And that. Okay, 44. The best one today. Number one today. Okay, sorry. I'll answer question now. How do I do these? How do you do these so quickly? Well, partly from, lots of pattern recognition from solving tons and tons of puzzles over the years. Part of the goal was having done the Woodpecker method, the past couple of weeks, that maybe it will have helped out with the pattern recognition. But yeah, lots and lots of practice over lots and lots of years. Can I believe they only put the white piece courses on sale? I know that's unfortunate. I know you were, I think you were looking for one of the black courses. They're doing the black openings next. I don't control the sales, unfortunately. They're doing the white openings, then they're doing the black openings. So it'll be there soon. But yeah, definitely a bit unfortunate that they didn't just lump them all together in one sale. All right, let's try again. Also, it tends to be that the first couple of puzzles, oops, well, as soon as I say that I make a mistake, but the first couple of puzzles tend to be more on the straightforward side of things. They're usually just like checkmated one or free pieces that you capture, stuff like that. I think we go here. One day I will learn the French. Today is not that day. Unfortunate. Sorry that the sales have kind of not worked out the way I thought they might have. But yeah, it'll be on sale soon. Is that not a free? I can do it this way. I should just take the rook. Take this on the back rank. That. Yeah, as soon as I said that, I got it wrong. Absolutely. Karma. karma for sure. Let's say, what is this one? Rook e4, f3. Rook e4, king g5, h4. Oh yeah, that's it. Okay. There we go. That one was kind of tricky. Queen takes, I guess. This is a queen trap, I believe, or not. Hold on. F3, you take the D4 pawn. What am I missing? I don't think it must be this. There we go. Okay, 43. All right, let's keep going. It's a piece. It's a check. Oops, wrong square. Rook here. Nope. Here. So do this then. Is this just a draw? It might just be a draw. Yeah. Geez, where do you go? Oh, knight d6 check. Whoops. Let's see. Dalton is the 20-40-40 method applicable for someone in the 14 to 1500 range. Been reading through the Zurich 1953 book, which is a great book, and mostly been practicing the middle game. When you say the 20-40-40 method, is that, I don't know if I've heard of that labeled that way specifically. Is that like a 20% opening, 40% middle game, 40% in game situation, or is that like a 20% of some type of studying, 40% of a different type of studying, and 40% of a different third studying? Which one are you referring to? If you're talking 20-40-40 for in-game, for like opening, middle game, in-game, then I think that's totally fine. I might even do 20-50-30, quite honestly. Okay, I might even do 20-50-30 because, while in-games are obviously important in the grand scheme of things, probably in that rating range, middle games are still more a little more applicable or important compared to in-games. But I do think the 20% on openings is totally fine. Yeah, I might do 20, 50, 30, something like that. I love this book. I just finished the Easy Puzzles 2 days ago. It took me 2 weeks. Yeah, it's a very good book. I think it's good for all levels of players. I mean, I'm a FIDE master and still found quite a few of the advanced puzzles tricky. But even if you're a lower rated player, lower than FIDE master is what I mean, and you can still find a lot of benefit from the easy and intermediate puzzles for sure. All right, let's try again. I guess we just take that. Oh, it's a free rook. That's a cool checkmate. So just mate. Queen e5 check probably. What is this? Okay, that was a weird one. Oh, okay. Oops. Take that first. H4. Knight G5, F5. Knight G5, H5. That's what it is. Check here, mate. What was this one? Knight takes. Hold on. Knight takes F5. Knight takes F5. King H5. Knight takes F5. King H5. What do we do there? Oh, I think it's rook takes G6. Queen H8. Rook blocks. Knight F7. Yeah. Okay, that's what it is on this one. Yeah, the Zurich book. The Zurich book is really good. I've got that one from a long time ago. Oops. Take the bishop. Take the rook. Queen check or the bishop? Must be the bishop. check here, d4. Is there a winning move here? Oh, rook c2, okay. I assume, okay, it's this one. Okay, where does it want me to move the rook? I guess to hit the rook. Checkmate. This way. That's a cool checkmate. Okay, 45's tied for the best today at least. Lots of pawn pushing. Not the best one. Mate, 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 mate. Checkmate. Check. Here. first one here. Didn't think it was that. Jeez. C7, queen C1 check is a draw. No. Okay. All right. Oh wow, that was bad. Jeez, what is this? Okay. Simply guard the pawn. Something like that. Is it this? I'm not sure on that one. Oh, thanks, Ted. What's 20, 50, 30? Yuj was asking about a split, like how to split up his time between studying openings, middle games, and end games. So he was saying 20, 40, 40. I was saying maybe 20% openings, 50% middle games, and 30% end games. I might give a little more preference to middle games compared to end games, but not a big difference between the two. Probably does depend on your rating. The higher rated somebody is, the more they should prioritize end games, I think. To go here, 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 here. That's not an easy one. Take that. It was rook f6. Am I going to be doing the Woodpecker method again today? Probably not today. I will start again with cycle number 2 tomorrow. That's the game plan. Today it's all about just kind of testing stuff, trying to see how I do in terms of getting new scores and stuff like that. I'll probably also play a little bit of Blitz a little bit later on. But yeah, a little bit more of a relaxed day in that regard. Tomorrow we'll get back to the Woodpecker grind. That's a free piece. So let's mate, 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 mate. h5. Alright, that was tricky. Up there I get mated. Have to take. That way. Okay, 43 again. We're getting a bunch of 43s. I've gotten some 45s. 48's still my highest in the past, but we've only been here for about a little over half an hour, I guess. Gotta lock in and get the score up. 8, 8, 8. I'll trade the queens first. That was bad. Nah, that was bad. Alright. Let's erase that one from our mind. Lots of 40s. Let's see. I wonder if I can see just like the daily scores. Yeah, 45. I don't know if you can see it on the screen share side of things. Maybe I can extend it just a tad bit. Yeah, I've had a 45, 44, a bunch of 43s, 42, 41, a couple of 40s. A little bit below the personal record still. Let's see, I got some 48s in the past. Number of 47s, 46s. Okay, maybe I'll do like 3 more, I guess. And then maybe I'll move over to playing some Blitz or something like that. So let me slightly adjust that. Okay. This. Weird one. Sure on that one. I think it's Queen F6 here. Probably Queen F6. Okay, let's try 2 more. it's F4. Maybe it is the, hold on. Okay, one more and then we'll swap to blitz. I think we had that puzzle earlier. Might be 76, but let's check, right? Puzzle. Sets up a mating net. Let's wait. Yeah, 57. Okay. Bunch of 40s, bunch of 43s, 45s. Not a new personal record, but okay. Anyways, got a bunch of practice in. Let's move over to playing some Blitz and see how we do. It's been a little while since I've played Blitz, quite honestly. So let's check out how this goes. Let me turn off the Puzzle Rush board and turn on this board. Okay. So what am I starting off with? This is my bullet rating. I am at 2475 Blitz right now, which is, at least for me, nothing all that special. My highest Blitz rating on this account is just shy of 2700. 2696 is my highest Blitz rating on this account. On my anonymous account, it's like 2724, I think. So a little bit over 2700. And yeah, we'll play some games, see how the games go, see how we do. Alright, I've definitely played this guy a number of times in the past. Alright, just important to keep the speed up because it is blitz. He's going to play 95 for sure. I think I can take that if he does it. Oh, alright, to this then. There's 95. Here. Probably retreat the rook. Let's hit the queen. If he takes that, it's pinned. Gonna keep this pair of bishops on the board and try to play b5. Probably moves the queen somewhere. And I can still play a6 and b5. Okay. Don't feel like that's all that great of a move. I think this is going to help me open up the b file. Bishop here, I take and win a piece. What does he do? Queen to c2. But here we have f5, kick this, and then take here, followed by d3. Might have to play bishop d5, but then we win a pawn, which is good. Because yeah, if the bishop retreats, we take this, then play d3. That's right there. That's a bit of a puzzle rush or woodpecker type tactic, assuming I calculated that correctly. So then d3. Oh, he has some pins, I guess. Can pin me. I think I'm still gonna play it anyways. Okay, but we're up the exchange here. Just get away from the pin. But we're up the exchange. Okay, and this b2 pawn is going to be a little bit of an issue. Might as well centralize the rook on an open file. Hit that rook. f4 next move probably. Open up more files. Okay, up the exchange, opening some files. Could play f3 check, he can't take due to the pin. Could also take on on g3 and play with the open files though. Let's go f3 check, especially since he's in some time pressure. Takes on f3, we can take on d3. I think I'll just give myself an escape square real quick. No back rank funny business. Hard to move any of his pieces. Queen has to keep h3 defended. Yeah, here we can try to trade the rooks. Slither in a little bit. Rook on e2 looks pretty good. He's going to lose on time here. Okay, At least the speed's there. We have a whole extra minute and a half on the clock with a winning position. Okay. Let's see how we do with more games. Alright, this is generally not a great setup for he's got to play for some kind of b5 push. Queen c1 would have probably been a bit better. He can play bishop f5, which is kind of annoying. Bishop here is not a bad idea. Okay, we go here. Push this, challenge the file. Oh, not that piece. Take this way, hit this, and go here. He has trouble dealing with this file battle because his queen has to keep the knight defended. He has to play queen to c7. And then the problem is that his knight's kind of in a really bad location. He can't trade rooks and play rook b8 because I trade the rooks and win the knight on a5. So he's always losing the battle for the file. He can do this and try to, like, sacrifice a pawn to get the open file, but I actually don't want the pawn. It's a very weird way of doing things. If my bishop was here, like, what does he do about bishop down to d1 to trap the rook? I don't think he has a great answer for this. He has to retreat the knight, probably. And then I still play bishop d1, rook a5, take the knight, take the rook. I think he's just losing material here. He can try taking c4. Yeah, he's going to have to try this. But I think we just defend the bishop and then move the knight somewhere. I could have also moved the knight and let him take the rook and have two pieces for the exchange, but no need to give him easy moves. So probably just kind of move the pieces over to the queen side, play with our extra piece. Okay, knight b6 wins material, right? Okay. Yep, there we go. I keep playing the same opening, probably. Do I want to switch it up here somewhat? Sure, I will play slightly different. I will take with this pawn instead. That's a decent move. Let's hit this. Is he going to play knight e4? Drop the bishop back. That's a slightly risky pawn structure for him. Queen b6, he trades, and then I play knight b4, I guess. Turn this heater back on. Yeah, there you go. This sounds a little annoying, but I'll turn it off in a second. Just let it warm up a little bit. So I'm trying to trade the queens and then win the d3 pawn. That's kind of my idea. But I also want to I want to get access to the b4 square, which is also what I'm aiming for. Because he has to worry about both b4 and a2. I don't really care if he gets the b7 pawn. Do it this way. I have to be a little bit careful about this knight getting trapped. Yeah, if I move the knight, he's going to play knight c2, and this knight's a little low on squares. I can always go to b4 later, though. If I trade here, I still let that knight get trapped. I think I can throw this in just to be annoying. He doesn't really, yeah, I was going to say, he doesn't really want to play knight c2. I'm not offering a draw here, I'm just going to poke him a little bit. He goes back to g2, I'm not going for the draw. Oh, okay, well that makes my life a little easier. Okay, I'll move the bishop away and play f5 and try to win the d3 pawn. Probably should have played bishop g5 in hindsight. Might have been a little bit better. Let's just poke him a little bit, see what he does. Oh, I guess I have a pawn that's being hit. Okay, that's a little bit annoying. Rook here is annoying, isn't it? Okay, I'm kind of playing a bit silly here, won't lie. Alright, let's just get our pieces back. We're up 30 seconds, let's see what we can do. Yeah, of course. He's gonna play rook c8 probably. Or rook a8, I mean. That's probably what he does. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, objectively we're not in great shape, but let's see what we can do. Wants to play this and then hit this, which is frustrating. Okay, definitely not taking that, that's for sure. Might as well go here and hit the knight. Let's try to walk over here and see if we can bother the pawn. We're probably going to win this on time, but yeah, we're down a pawn with not a fantastic position. But hold on, I can take the knight and then go run and grab that pawn, right? That actually looks pretty good. Here, here, take. Ah, I see his idea. Fair enough. Let's set a little bit of a trap. Okay, we won the bishop. Okay, we'll go here. Oh, that's bad. Should have taken that pawn. Okay, got a draw. Not a clean draw. Let's see. I definitely was winning this endgame after I won the bishop, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we're definitely winning here. Should just push the b pawn, probably. I had to take on h6. Yeah, g6 was really silly. take on h6, and then it's pretty easily winning. Because even he can never win this pawn because I can always protect it. Okay. All right, let's keep going. We are what? We had 3 wins in a row there. Was it 3? Oh, it was 2 wins. Sorry, 2 wins and then the draw. Okay, I'll turn this heater back off. Do this. He's gonna play e5, c4. This person joined about a month ago. Always a little shaky. Knows rook b8. Fair enough. Knows that. Here, threaten this, probably plays f6, then I can go b4, I think I can go b4, maybe not. Okay, I think I'm going to do it anyways, honestly. I can take on c6 first, and then take on b4, which is pretty decent. If I take on b4 and then knight takes, that's kind of annoying. Take b7, queen b3, or queen b3 first. I think I'll do it this way. It's not great to give the light square bishop up, but I also don't really want to lose a pawn. If they take on b4, I have queen b3. Yeah, so he's going to stop that. I'm going to have to play f3 to keep my light squares safe. He's probably going to play some kind of queen d7 or something. Knight to d5, makes sense. Yeah. Guess I do this. Play f3. Okay, so we're equal on material. A pawn is kind of weak. Queen a4 is an idea. Hit the a pawn. Can also protect that, or attack that again. If he goes here, maybe I have knight takes b6 at the right time. Or bishop takes b6. Does that work? Bishop takes, pawn takes, knight takes. Yes, bishop c5 check. I lose the bishop, which is bad. Knight takes, pawn takes, queen takes, rook takes, rook takes, rook c8, take, take. I don't think it works, but okay. We'll just triple up on the a file and see what damage we can do. All right, makes sense. I can also protect on the c file at the same time. This, I suppose. Now knight takes b6 is at least an idea. Bishop takes is also an idea. I think I have to get off of the c5 check square first, though. And then I was thinking about this. Still don't think it works, though, unfortunately. Just go back and probably just lose a pawn here. Yeah, we're down a bunch of time. Alright, kind of weird to do that. Okay. Stop F5. Probably this doesn't work. He's just gonna trade and scoop the pawn up maybe, but let's see. No, okay. Correct that. Of course. Offers a trade for some reason. I think we were maybe better there before losing the piece. Okay. Alright, we're gonna do some Binko Gambit here. Why no increment? Because at this rating level, nobody plays Blitz with increment, unfortunately. You will not find a game. Nobody will play. I think we played D5 here, I believe. I think it's C4. This guy really knows what he's doing against these openings, huh? I got knight d4, we have e5, no it doesn't. Interesting. We go b3, yeah, of course. Hey, Dory Ritz. Yeah, this is annoying. Yep, fine as that. Not a big fan of playing people who have just made an account within the past month, but probably will play this guy one more this last game and then go for another opponent after. Yeah, of course. Take it that way. Do I feel more pressure playing titled or non-titled players? I don't really feel pressure either way. It's more like I'd rather play titled players because high-rated untitled players are how else do I put it? You don't know if they're a real person or not. That's how I'll word it. He's gonna take d5. Doesn't even take d5. Okay. Right. Like, I'm not really sure on my read on this guy. I don't like being, you know, let's say, overly suspicious, but I also don't like not knowing at the same time. I'll put it that way. To play like queen a3 or something is probably what he plays. Or that works too. Okay, sure. He's gonna... Okay, it doesn't do that. But I can't move the queen without getting forked, so... Or without getting pinned, I mean. Like, I was just playing a FIDE master and beating him pretty easily, and then I'm playing somebody who doesn't have the title and having more trouble, which is kind of, you know, not what you would expect. He's going to play queen e6, obviously. This might be a draw, but I'm going to lose probably on time. He's gonna play, no. Of course, he's just gonna walk through and just pick the pawn up. Yeah, okay, I don't know. I'm gonna play somebody else. I don't know. Okay. I've played this variation a ton of times, assuming he takes the pawn on d4. I don't think this move's supposed to be very good. I think you just kick the knight backwards. I mean, I'm not taking here and letting you trap the rook. That would be silly. And here I can just kick the knight. Might have to go back to b8 or a5 or something silly. Yeah, this is not a good... Yeah, this is not a good thing for him to go for. Maybe b4 is good. Pawn takes, knight takes, queen d2, line up on both pieces. Knight b3, I check on c3 and win a piece. I'm just gonna try it. I don't want to think too long. It's probably not the best move, but it's at least somewhat tricky. Also, if he takes and I can fork on d4, that's also good. Actually, yeah. So this is just flat out good because now queen to d4 check is a huge threat. Yeah. So he's not threatening this really. So I think I can just play knight c3 probably. Also just do this and then go knight to d2. Cover the fork. Bring the rook over, and yeah, I'm just up a pawn. Alright, we can do this. He'll trade the queens. Ah, doesn't. Okay. We'll just target this pawn, keep this knight frozen. Knight e4 next move also looks good. Rook b5 also looks very strong. Now I'm threatening to take the knight, the queen, then the knight. Okay, fair enough. Missed that idea. If I take, then I attack the knight. takes, rook takes. Alright, we're gonna do this. But then we're gonna go here. He has to guard both of these. He's gotta play like knight b3 or something. Okay, you can try that. I don't think that works. Somehow that works. Does it though? Hold on. I think I take this and then come back and hit the bishop. If I hit this, he has b6. I can take here. He'll go rook here. Rook c1, take, take. I guess that works, right? I think I maintain my extra pawn here. He's gonna go rook d8. I'll go rook c1. No. Okay. Well, now I just move the bishop away and have an extra pawn. Probably just back here and then play e3 or something. Yeah, just do this and play e3. Okay, I'm behind on time, but up a pawn. Rook b1 or c1. Might as well keep pieces on the board. Get on the open file. Take this pawn. Probably this is a draw, but let's see what we can do. Just gonna check me. Of course, he can do that. He's gonna win on time. Okay. Oh, no rematch, sure. Okay. Play some kind of King's Indian attack setup here. Rook e1 first. Queenside castle is almost guaranteed. Yeah. Against this, I'll just play for b4. This. Bishop here, we have knight to e4, I guess. And c4. So pawn takes c5. Probably he moves the bishop back. I can take on c5 and play c4. Yeah, I think black's in a tough spot already. I can take this at the very least. think this might win material. Knight takes c5 also looks pretty good. I think this might win material though. He's got to take on b2. And then either I can take back on b2, then c5, or maybe I can take on d5. I think I'll take on b2 though, because the knight has to go back to e7, and then this looks like a good free pawn. Oh, he could go to b6, my fault, but this still looks pretty good. Discards the c3 or the d3 pawn. Now I can take the bishop and go after the knight that's pinned, or yeah, sorry, the other piece that's pinned. I think I could just go here and play d4 next. He has g4, it's a little annoying. Knight e5 also looks pretty good. Okay, e5 makes sense, but this check is a bad issue, a bad problem. King b8, there's a fork. Knight blocks, I win the exchange. Yep. Okay, saw that tactic pretty quick. Let's see. Looks like taking on c5 first is even better. Okay, interesting. All right, let's keep going. Let's go for this. I'll go for d5 next. Okay, if he stops it, we'll play for e6. This is the idea. If you don't stop me from playing knight e4, I think I go for this. I'm threatening to take on b2. And now I go knight c5, I believe. Prevent him from playing b4. If he wants to win the pawn, it's not a huge deal. He can have the pawn, that's fine. Because queen e7 threatens both of these. Also do this, I guess, which looks fine. Probably gonna play rook c4. Yeah, makes sense. I think I'll just go back and target the d pawn. It's not super easy for white to keep protected forever. Like now I just go bishop f8 or bishop a6. Even b5 and rook a6 is an idea. Bishop a6, he goes here, hit the bishop rook again. I think we can do it this way. Rook e4, take, bishop f8. This pawn's gone. Once we win the pawn, then we're back equal on material. Bishop should be better than the knight in the open position, so I think it's probably pretty equal since the pawn's structure symmetrical. Okay, well here we can go bishop h6 and pin the rook, which is probably very good. I think we'll just, oh, he played that too quickly. A little bit too fast, buddy. I'll go here, double up, win the pawn. I think we just win pretty easily. Don't know what his plan is there. So here I guess. Yeah. Okay. He kind of pre-moved the rook d3 thing, but... Oh, bishop h6 is not even good. He has 95. Curious. I should play knight c5 before knight e4. Yeah, he's like a tiny bit better here after winning the pawn, but it's not a whole lot. It did start growing. Okay, anyways. Let's keep going. Alright, let's play... Oh, he's playing the Trempowski. Interesting. Let's hit the b2 pawn. Let's play f5. Hit this. Come here. Generally pretty good to get the knight to the c4 square. Queen a6 is interesting because if e4, I think I could just take it. Yeah, what if I do this? Okay, no problem. e6 to protect this if necessary. Yeah, I don't think that's an issue. I can also go bishop h6, which is actually very annoying for him. Let's do that. If he castles, I think I might grab this pawn, maybe. Okay, that blocks my queen off, but... Do I take here and then push this? That might win a piece. So yeah, what if I take this? Also threatening d4. I can, if I take here, I think he'll take and have this fork, which is a problem. But what if I... Oh, hold on. If I do this, he has queen c3, which is annoying, I will say. Okay. Kind of underestimated the queen c3 move, I will say. My idea was f4, if he takes, I win the bishop on h3, and if he takes on c8, I take on e3, threatening to take f2. However, if I play f4, he could play queen c3 to hit this knight, which is annoying. Okay, I'm going to give this check. Maybe now I take the pawn. Or now I play f4. f4, bishop takes, pawn takes. But then he moves the bishop off of c8. So yeah, probably here I do take the pawn now. He does have knight to c4, but then I'll take the queen and then the b2 pawn. Okay, there's no way this is any good for him. Take f4. Let's try this out. We threaten bishop takes h3 and knight takes e3. Take this with check. Take this. He'll take on f4. And now I can check somewhere, I guess. Probably moves the king up the board. Yeah, I think we can do this, move the king here. If he checks us, I think we're doing totally fine. I think. My queen is kind of not very well placed. If my queen can get to d5, we're in really good shape. Gonna have to protect this. We have this covered, thankfully. Protect that. This rook comes over, queen comes back. Oh, he's gonna play e5, isn't he? Yeah, it's annoying. Okay, jumped the gun there. Should have played king c7. We lose on time. It is what it is. I think I was in good shape before playing rook e8. It says it's equal. Interesting. I feel like I had something good around here. Okay, I was a little bit better here. Bishop h6 was good. Taking here was good. Apparently I should take with the knight right away. I thought... What was I bothered? I thought knight takes, check, here. I guess I have the b2 pawn. I didn't fully calculate that with the time. Yeah, here I'm in good shape. Kind of jumped the gun on this one. This was actually not as good as I thought. Should probably just take and then castle or something like this. Interesting. Okay. Let's play a Sicilian defense. Nope. Guess we'll go for c3. b5. That's odd. Sure. I don't actually mind losing this pawn since I have such a big lead in development. Oh, my knight's hanging. Whoops. Oh, wow. Both of us are bad. Just completely forget that this knight on b1 is hanging. Whoopsies. That's pretty funny. That is a bad spot for that bishop. There's no way that's any good. I think he wants to play knight b4, but what if I just take this? And then I go here. Regardless of which way here he captures. He's gotta go like queen d6 or something silly. This looks really bad for him. This looks really, really bad. Knight b5 also just wins material. Yeah. Okay, we both played that game terribly because he had a free free knight he could take on the b1 square. Yeah, I'm a little bit better here. Apparently losing the knight is not actually the end of the world. I think it looks like I can trap the bishop and win it back somehow, but he could have taken it here. Apparently losing it actually is not so bad since we win it back somehow. Okay, it wasn't my plan to give the bishop up though, or the knight up, so. Anyways. Okay, let's do the same opening, I guess. Play this variation. Let's do this. This variation's pretty boring. I think we go bishop d2 if I remember. Castle. I think it's like f3, I believe, and then I think you do this and put the knight on c5. It might have been c4 instead of b3, I don't remember exactly, but this is the general idea. And then you go for g4, and this bishop has not a ton of squares to move to. If h4, bishop g5, and this pawn gets captured, I believe, unless I'm missing something. There, it takes knight c3, Let's start with c4 first, I guess. But then he holds on to the pawn, right? So, okay, I think we're going to be a little greedy here. Maybe a little overly greedy. Yeah, okay. Should have played c4 in hindsight. c4, knight c3. Okay, let's go back here and protect the a2 pawn. If I take this, he has bishop h6, so let's not do that. The problem here now, though, is that his bishop looks terrible. So f6 is not so great. Now I can go here and the knight's trapped, almost. He has knight b1, but not for very long. Rook b2, I guess. Knight goes back, I have bishop d2 or bishop d4 or something. Sack the exchange for the views. Could have thought about it. Okay, if this knight's gone, bishop c5 traps there. I think I can just go bishop d3 and trade these bishops, though. Yeah, I'll just do that. He's going to play f5, which is fine. I just move my rook away somewhere. And then bishop c5 traps the knight next move. Okay, we go to the square instead, then play rook here. Bishop c5 next move. Now the knight's trapped. Win that piece. I'm gonna play like rook b8, I'll take the pawn. I think here I'll just play like knight e5 and trade pieces, I suppose. There's no rook here because the pawn covers. I can take e7, then c6. Can also take a7. I think we'll do it this way, though. This should be pretty easily winning with the extra material, but he's going to play rook c8, obviously. Okay. That rook was annoying because it was taking away our knight's escape squares. Now we'll just retreat the knight. This g2 pawn is my only weakness as long as he's going to play like a5 or something. Sure, we'll just attack this. Just move up the board, put the knight here. Attack that. Just move back, go after the pawn. He can move his king in all he wants. He's not going to be able to do a whole lot. That's mate. Okay, get the win. A little bit dicey in the early stages of the game, but I think we were doing generally fine. I like this knight h6 setup. It's a weird one, but I like this pressure on the d4 pawn. That's a free pawn then. I think we... I'm trying to remember if it's knight f5 or knight takes d4. Knight takes d4, he takes on at h6, I take there. Can throw in bishop takes b7 first, which is kind of awkward, but I think it's still fine for black. I think we can do this first, honestly, and then once he plays d5, we have knight e5. I mean, he's got to do that, right? He's got to play bishop e2. I can take check, b5, take, knight b6. I can also just castle and not lose the pawn. If b3, I still take the pawn. It's actually not super easy for him to protect, because I have queen to c8 or queen to c7 here. I think queen to c8's better. Yeah, because we want to get the c4 pawn. b3, I take this. Okay, so I can still take this. Now I'm threatening rook a8 to trap the queen. b5, knight takes. Also can go knight to d4 or something. Yeah, the problem for white is the pieces are just not very well coordinated. Like b5 is still quite annoying. Like rook d1, b5, queen is going to probably lose material. This bishop moves, you lose the b2 pawn. Very hard to move the pieces. And b5, queen here. Oh, well that's material, right? Queen here, knight c2. Queen a3, knight c2. He has to go to a7. And then rook a8, I think, traps the queen. Oh, he has the e7 pawn, I guess. Yeah, he's got the pawn. We trap the queen. Rook here, queen a6. Then queen c5. It's a very... Oh, then he takes the rook. Okay. So here, here, here. Even queen b8. I mean, he's losing material here, I'm almost positive. How do we do it? How do we do it? Rook a8, he takes here, so it's not a queen trap. I think we do this. He's going to go here, of course. Okay, we'll just threaten rook a7. Yeah, we'll just do that. c6 square's covered, so we trap the queen, and should win just based on the merit of material. I think I'll eliminate this guy. Should have played rook c8, actually, that would have been better. Can do this. I don't mind trading these two pawns. Rook a3 and hitting g3 is also a big threat. Queen f3 is a big threat. I'm sure multiple moves. I could have just taken g2 and checked on c2, but this also looks winning. He has no way to guard this. Yeah. Game over. Okay, we're up to 2,500. We'll just play the same opening. Let's just do all the same stuff. Oops. Well, that's a free rook. And bring the queen back. Okay, I think he is... I think he is frustrated. I think this guy is very frustrated. He is on full-blown tilt. we will let him just tilt away all of his rating points if he wants to. It doesn't matter what we do here. We're just going to do whatever. Okay. I don't usually like playing against people who are just going to hand over points. I don't know if he mouse slipped or something. Not really sure what happened there. I think he got his move orders mixed up in the opening. You have to play knight f6 to guard the rook first. You you do not want to just give away the rook in the corner for free. I think he might just be a bit frustrated losing, 3 games in a row. Unfortunate. Okay, anyways. How long have we been streaming here? About 2 hours? What time do I have to teach this class later? It starts at 2:30, okay. Okay, maybe I'll play like 1 or 2 more games. And then maybe I'll play 1 more game actually, and then I'll go back and try the Puzzle Rush again. Okay. We've got an International Master, 2600 rated. He's going to play... Oh, he's going to do this way of doing things. Okay, c3 next move is kind of annoying for him to deal with because this knight doesn't have a great retreating square. Knight d7 is interesting. I don't think I've actually seen anybody play that before. Interesting. Alright, I'll just do it this way. I'll try to play e4 as the idea. Or c4. This h5 move is kind of weird. See, h5 is kind of weird. I can play f3, move the knight, and then e4, but feels somehow shaky. I can take and play d5, which is not a bad idea either. You know what? I'm just going to do this way of doing things. He's going to castle. That's fine. I can go c4 and knight back to c3, but I think I'll do... Don't want to do knight e3. My knight kind of gets trapped. Maybe I'll just go rook d1 and defend it. Not a big deal. Bishop f4, next move to hit the pawn. Bishop e3 also looks like a decent spot. Okay, this hits the pawn. And I can play b4 as well. b4 first might have been even better, I'm not sure. Probably he moves the bishop back, or I guess he can also move the rook up. If I go b4, he doubles, which is annoying. Maybe I should have just played bishop e3 right away, not sure. Knight takes, rook takes, bishop takes, king takes, b4. It's not a bad way of playing either, honestly. You know what? I'm gonna try this out. I don't know if this is any good. Let's just give it a go. This might also backfire because he can just trade on d1. I should have played bishop takes c7 if I was going to try this. That's sloppy of me. I think he's going to trade rooks and play g5. Yep, there it is. Here comes g5, obviously. Yep, that was very sloppy of my move order. Okay. Is there any mess I can make here somehow? I'd really rather keep the knight than the bishop alive if I have to pick a side, so let's try this. It's gonna play like e3 or something. I have rook to d5 here. That was part of my idea. Yeah, so let's say I just played b4. Yeah, down a piece is obviously not fantastic. I don't know. Let's just do this, I guess. Maybe move the rook to f5 and hit the pawn. Maybe hit the knight and then attack the e-pawn. I don't think I'm lost here. The knight going back to d3 can actually be pretty good. He's going to play rook d8 though. Yeah, okay. I'm probably much worse here. That was poor. That was very bad. I thought about b4. It says it's the best move, but I thought rook to d8. Oh, then bishop takes c7, of course. Okay. Knight takes f7. Oh, I thought I said knight takes f7 for a second. Let's see. I'm doing fine here. Taking here was bad. If I am going to take there, I need to do it this way. Yeah, that was... Even this is still not very good, but... Okay. Kind of just acted rashly here. Okay, let's try one more game. That'll probably wrap it up for the day. And then we'll be back to cycle number 2 tomorrow. Okay, space in the center. He's going to try one of these pawn breaks. He's going to do this first. Interesting. Okay, he's going to give up the bishop pair. He's going to play it this way, isn't he? Okay. So we do this. He's going to play c4. I'll play d4, I think is the idea. He wants to take on f6 and then play e4. But I think I can go knight e7. I think that this setup's supposed to be good for black. Yeah, you get the knight to d5 if you want to, but I think I can take it and then take knight f6. I mean, you really don't want to take this, but maybe knight to b6 is the other way of doing it. Yeah, let's do it this way. I have the good bishop versus bad bishop, but his knight on d5 is good, so if we try to eliminate that knight, if I play f6, he can trade pawns and cause some annoyance, huh? Yeah, I'm a little... If I was castled already, I'm a little happier about the position, but without being castled, f6, he even can play bishop h3 and then queen h5 check, which is annoying. We could also just let him capture and then win the pawn back later. It's very hard for him to maintain it. Maybe we'll just do that. If he plays f5, not the end of the world. If I get a free move to play f6 here, I think we're in pretty good shape. He's probably going to play f5 is my assumption. But I'm not 100% sure. Okay. Goes back. That's fine. I don't care if he wins this pawn back later. Like here, for example, I'll bring the knight back and protect the pawn. Okay, if he's not going to attack it, I guess I'll move the king over and... I can prepare rook g8 to g6 or something, or rook g8 and attack the queen. Bishop h3, I'm never going to take the bishop. I'll wait for him to take me to undouble my f-pawns. We can play rook g6 and knight d7 also looks totally fine. We can also try to play b5 to get control of the c4 square. Here I have rook g5 to annoy him. Don't see why not. Let's just come over here, take... Probably he plays bishop f5, but then I can just protect the h7 pawn. If I use this rook, this becomes annoying, I will say. So I should probably... Should probably use this rook, I guess. The next plan is to play on the queen side. It feels like we're a little bit frozen mutually. He doesn't want to take me. I don't want to take him. His knight doesn't have a great place to go. If he plays knight f3, then I will take him. If he goes knight c4, yeah, I'm just going to play on the queen side now. Knight c4, a6, b5, stuff like that. I can't move the rooks that easily, but he also can't really do a ton with his pieces as far as I can tell. I'm in no real rush here. I'll just play b5, maybe put the other rook back on c8. He's going to put the rook on the a file. Oh, he does this. Interesting. I think I'll just grab the open file, I suppose. I don't see why not. Now we're going to take f5. Yeah, now we're going to take. And then I can play e4. And get rid of that strong e4 square from him. Keep the knight pinned. Double the rooks to hit the g-pawn, and play knight to e5 next move is also a huge threat. Yeah, we're definitely winning here. Let's double this. And then I can start pushing these pawns. Get the open file. Well, now this is a free knight. Trade that. This one's okay. Get the win. Okay, I guess we'll finish off here. Thank you very much, Yuj. You're welcome. Hope you have a good day as well. That'll do it for me today. Did some testing, played some Blitz, played some Puzzle Rush. Little bit of a more relaxed day. Tomorrow, though, we will be back to doing the Woodpecker method once again. I'll be doing cycle number 2 starting tomorrow. And we will start off tomorrow. Yeah, so we'll begin at the easy puzzles. I don't know the exact number we'll do each day. I have to cut it down to 7 days. If that's... Here, I can use a calculator real quick. 1,128 puzzles in 7 days. 161 puzzles per day. But we're going to try to do way more of the easy puzzles and medium puzzles in the early going. Probably I'll try to do 200 to 250 the first couple of days, and then it will progressively get a little trickier once again. But yeah, I'm not going to do only 161 per day because that would be a little too slow. At least at the start, that would be too slow. At the end, I think that would be that would mean I would be doing the entire hard chapter in one day, which I don't know if I'm going to be able to do the whole hard chapter in one day on the second cycle. But anyways, we will get through it tomorrow. We will begin 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Thanks for tuning in today. I will see you guys tomorrow for the next session, and we'll start on cycle 2 here. See you then. Bye-bye.